We live, we live. What's up, y'all? Welcome to Hotep Ish Intelligent Ish Talk, Intelligent Shit Talk. We're about to have a cool little, not little, we're about to have a cool program today. Just my thoughts. We're not going to be here too long. I just want to talk about a few things that's come up in the news lately. And let's have a live discussion. Thank y'all for tuning in on YouTube. Thank y'all for tuning in on Facebook, on Periscope, Instagram, all 4 Facebook pages I'm on. Leave your comments in the comment section. Drop likes. Share the video. Please comment in the comment section because we're going to be going back and forth. I don't have a guest on today, so we're going to be asking questions as I go along as we talk today. If you're the only person to ask questions, don't trip. It's like 7 different chat rooms going on at once, but I get all y'all comments and questions stringed into one box for me. So yeah, we about to get into this right here, man. I'm coming live because this post that Ice Cube made. It's this post that he made, and I'm looking at how these people are responding, and it's crazy. What's up, Rakeem Jackson? I get the pun. Don't trip. Thank you for joining us live. But this right here is why I'm bringing this up. If y'all go to Ice Cube's Instagram today, what's up, John Hill? Y'all go to Ice Cube's Instagram today. He left a video, and I'm not gonna play the video because like Facebook be taking videos down when you play other videos. YouTube don't be tripping like that, but Facebook be taking these videos down when you do that. So I don't want them taking my shit down. But basically, in this video, Ice Cube is talking about Black America, and he starts it off by saying, "Well, I'm just play the first part, then I'm gonna stop it." Well, hold on. Let me see if y'all gonna make sure y'all can hear this shit first. Let's see here. First off, okay. Let's see if y'all can. Y'all hear this?
Yo, what's up? It's your homie Ice Cube.
Y'all probably can't hear it. Well, anyway, I ain't gonna play it because I don't want Facebook striking my shit down. Basically, Ice Cube comes out and he's talking about Black America. He's talking about Black America has no reason to vote if they ain't offering Black America anything. Raheem, I'm gonna get to your question in a little bit. What's up, T.R. Jones? What Ice Cube is getting into is basically saying, the Democratic Party, none of these parties are offering us anything. So if they're not going to offer us anything, don't vote for any party that doesn't offer you anything. And that's just true. Independent of how you feel about either party, first of all, politics shouldn't be feelings, it's business. You shouldn't mix your feelings with business. But when you study political science or anything, the whole point of voting is to vote for something. And the whole point of a candidate running, the reason a candidate runs in theory is to say, okay, I'm going to go to the government, whether it be state, local, or federal, to get these resources allocated to the group that elected me. That's the whole point of the election. All of us can't go individually to get money from the government because we all pay taxes, but we all can't speak to these representatives one-on-one. What's up, 3J from Virginia? Shouts out to you for joining the chat room. We can't all go to the government to get our portion of taxes back. The whole point of us electing an official is for them to represent us in getting our taxes back in the form of government programs and federal contracts and things like that. What's up, Rakeem Jackson? The Cash App, I'll give it to you in 1 second. It's on the main screen. DeJuan Brown, I'll give it to you. Basically, the whole point of going into having electing people is to get them to represent you. So Ice Cube comes out and says, hey, look, Black people, we've been electing these people for office for so long. We've been electing people to office, but these people ain't representing us. They ain't talking to us. They are running around. They talking. They giving other people benefits. As you can see, like I said before, Joe Biden says his first day in office, he's going to elect He's going to give 11 million immigrants citizenship. He also said that he's going to have transgender and gay rights be his civil rights issue of the day. He's offering money to Native Americans. Somebody said I thought I had Cube on. Pay attention. they offering money to all these other groups, but they ain't offering us shit. So Cube jumps in and says, hey, don't vote for nobody unless they're offering us something. John in the chat room, you made a good point. She says, celebrities trying to get into the political realm, not sure if it's genuine or if he's trying to be the next Al Sharpton. Look, I'm with you, John, 90% of the time. 95, 98%, 99% of the time I'm with you. The only reason why I look at Ice Cube as an exception is because he's always been on this. He was 16 when he wrote Fuck the Police. If you listen to Death Certificate, listen to Ice Cube's Death Certificate album. He sound no more or less militant than he did. Death Certificate was what, 91? That's 30 years ago almost now. You know, America's Most Wanted, 1989, that's 31 years ago. He sounded like that. Ice Cube was never shucked and jived and cooned. He got quiet for a long time. He didn't say much at all, but anytime he spoke, he's always spoke like this. And I always like to buffer against John's point about him saying he could be the next Al Sharpton. This is how I look at it. I check what you're saying against what I already understand about political science. You don't listen to people. You don't follow personalities. You follow the truth. You follow understanding. And you get truth and understanding by studying whatever thing you're dealing with. So if the thing we're dealing with is politics, you get truth and understanding by understanding politics, not by listening to MSNBC, CNN, and actors. You pick up a political science book, you pick up a civics book, or if you don't want to read it yourself, you go to your nearest junior college, you enroll in a civics or political science 101 class, and you learn how the political system works. And then from learning how the political system works, you then learn how to approach that political system best way for you. And then when you look at the landscape and then you look around and see who's winning politically, who's getting their taxes, their cut back from the government that they pay in, you have to ask yourself, what do they do to get those things back? One thing they do is the political parties, they're not sure about these people voting for them. They have to propose things for immigrants because they're not quite sure how the Latino vote's gonna go. A lot of them motherfuckers vote Republican. You know what I mean? So they gotta give them something to get those votes back. Same thing with the LGBTQ. President Obama gave them all their rights after we voted them in. And what did LGBTQ do when Trump came? Half of them voted Republican. These people they're not sure when it comes to all these other subgroups. Yeah, they may vote Democrat, but they may not. So I got to offer you a little bit of something for you to vote for me. Everybody gets that treatment except for us. And that's because, like I always preach, we are under the benign neglect policy still. We're still under benign neglect from the Democratic Party. The Democratic Party says, what's benign neglect? We'll talk to them. We'll say what's up to them. We'll come down and say, black people, I understand you. I feel your pain. You'll sing an Al Green song, Barack Obama. You'll play Cardi B as it and dance off beat like Kamala Harris. But you ain't gonna do shit. That's the benign neglect policy that the black America's under. So all Ice Cube is saying, okay, no more getting these millions and millions of votes and you ain't doing shit for them. So shouts out to Ice Cube. But the main reason why I brought this up is look at this comment right here. Let's look at the comments. And this is one comment in particular I want to focus on because it happens a lot every time you see a black person bring up issues for black people only. Who's this person? Ethan, what the fuck his name is? Good message. This is on Instagram. Good message. Not sure why it's only for black people, though. It should be how the system works for all Americans. That right there, all Americans. Black people, I know it ain't just me. I know y'all notice the same shit. Why is it every time it's us or one of our stars that speaks up exclusively for us, it becomes a problem? Why do our political quote unquote allies have issues with black people speaking up for black people? Why is that? Yeah, Dwayne Gray, we see in the chat room, we know all Americans weren't slaves, but that's another that's another topic. We got to tackle topics one at a time. We can't start talking about everything. We can't all lives matter to these subjects because we want to get to truth. And the only way to get the truth is to zero in and needle in on one issue at a time. That's why we're here, but I appreciate your comment. The issue people have when black people speak for only black people, we all have friends like that, or quote unquote friends. Usually they're co-workers that we kind of kept around after we quit that job. They get all huffy when we speak for us. And that's just, and not just them, it's black people too. How many black people do you see every time a black person speak up? They be like, well, we can't forget about the Latinos now. Well, what about women? Well, what about LGBTQ? And I saw you in chat room, I've heard Ice Cube include Native Americans before. But what he said to that is the blacks are the Native Americans too. And that's true. But that, again, that's another subject. We're going to get into that too. Black people, we got to stop being afraid of these people that jump in our conversations and say, what about everyone else? We have put in our work for everybody. We've done enough. And this isn't no spite to any other group. But we've done enough. We've done everything. We have nothing as black people to be ashamed of. We have nothing as black people to apologize for. So when we say we're going to take care of home first, that's because we have, when you get on the airplane, you got to put your own oxygen mask on first before you go saving everybody. I don't care if you own the exit row. You could be the first person on the exit row. You better put that damn mask on first if you're going to help somebody else. The reason we as a people are in the situation that we're in is not because their society is so dominant. It's oftentimes because we're so complicit in their domination of us. And we're not doing it out of spite and maliciousness towards us. We're just a very human people. We have a big, huge humanity about us. We don't want to see nobody struggling. You know, it was black people who said, and when they did the Immigration Act of 1965, saying, hold on, if you're going to bring in all these other immigrants, bring in some black people from the Caribbean and from Africa. All of these laws, these labor laws this country has, is stuff that black people fought for. Any quote unquote civil rights, and civil rights did not start in the 60s, which most people think. The first civil rights laws go back to the 1860s. Anything civil rights, anything workers' rights, anything human rights, any of that stuff we fought for. We fought for all that shit. And everybody benefits from it. Do y'all know corporations benefit more from the 14th Amendment than black people do? Do you know immigrants benefit more from the 13th Amendment than black people do? And it was written for us, but black people face the full consequence of the 13th Amendment. That's some crazy shit. The 13th, 14th, and 15th Amendment was ratified by Congress for black people and black people alone. Then the Supreme Court jumped in and said that can't be just for black people. That got to be for everybody. Now, everybody in this country right now benefit for the shit that we and our ancestors fought for, and they never said thank you. These people never said, think about that. Yo, if you're black in America and you're watching me, and if you're not black in America, shouts out to you. I ain't got no hate towards you. Take this message back that I'm saying back to your people and check them when you hear them talking shit about black Americans. This is education. This ain't hate. This is education. If you're black in America and your family goes back to slavery, that era, Jim Crow, you're black and you're American Indian born here, and you're forced to re-identify as Negro during the 1800s, you have a certain humanity about you that you need to pat yourself on the back for and love. Pat yourself on the back for and be proud of as black people. In spite of all the shit this country's done to us, we've done nothing but help other people out. When the Italians and the Germans and these people were first new to America, they had to come to where black people lived. And we helped them out in the 1800s. We were brothers to them. They got accepted as white, they started shitting on us. When the Chinese came, we were brothers to them. I encourage y'all to look. Here's a story. I grew up in the Crenshaw district, and we moved to our house in 1985. And we bought our house from an Oriental couple. There's a lot of Oriental people who lived in the Crenshaw district, but in Japanese. But in the mid-'80s, the Japanese got their reparations from the internment camps. So a lot of the Crenshaw district, especially when you're talking about in between Crenshaw, in between La Brea and Crenshaw, in between King and Rodeo, a lot of that was Japanese. Adams area, they started selling their houses and moving out to Arcadia and moving out to other parts in a city of industry because they got their reparations. But one thing people don't know is the reason why they still held on to that neighborhood is like during World War II, a lot of black people, when they were put into internment camps, a lot of black people in the neighborhood watched over their houses and didn't take their homes from them. Oh, they don't tell y'all that part about history. When and same thing up in San Francisco and Oakland, when a lot of these Japanese people were put into internment camps, their black neighbors watched over their property. And when they came out of internment camp, they gave them their property back. The Japanese people who let their white neighbors watch their shit took their shit. We've always held people down in this country. When the Mexicans came over here, when the people from Latin America came to America, they didn't go to white neighborhoods. White people don't allow Latin Americans to open up businesses in white neighborhoods. They don't allow Latin Americans to move into white neighborhoods. They open up businesses in our neighborhoods. And the reason why those businesses are open in our neighborhoods is because of the economic warfare that was put on us by our own country we pay taxes to, that undermined all the business progress we made in the 50s and the 60s. So a lot of black businesses were forced to sell and close. And people immigrate from other countries and move into those businesses. Our tax dollars allow people from India to come and get these shops, these stores, pro bono, like the first on consignment. They call it consignment. They train these people how to open up liquor stores back at home. And when they come here, they get here liquor store fully stocked, paid for by federal taxes on consignment. Meaning everything they sell, they keep. They ain't got to pay it back. That's what we fought for these people to come over here. We paid their taxes. And I'm not saying none of this shit to say that y'all can have it. We ain't tripping. Ain't no hate in this. But when you speak up, when black people speak up for our own shit, and other people have issues with it, I got a major problem for that. Because y'all couldn't get it cracking at home. Y'all had to come here. And y'all came up literally off our backs here. White people did not let you go into their neighborhoods and set up shop. They made you come to our neighborhood and set up shop. And that's how you advanced economically. So don't let people come around here and tell us what we need to do and how we need to fight for other people and how we can't say just black. If somebody's coming to you like that, they're an enemy of black society. Take it for what it is. Don't argue with them. Just take note. Because everyone knows where black people are on society. Everybody see where we at. And if a person got an issue, personal issue with us trying to fix that, if they take us fixing our issues as a problem to them, then that's their problem. That's not our problem. Someone's in the chat room asking, what do I think? Raheem asked me, what do I think about white supremacists accusing Jacob Blake of being complicit in his own attempt? Look, white supremacy is always going to deny. That's their thing. They're going to make up shit. They're going to lie. We can expect that. Don't argue with them. They know what it is. I don't even want to be cool with somebody who would even make that reach. I don't even like. They let you know already what it is. Enlightenment 545. You're right in the chat room. Our humanity is a blessing, but also a curse because others use our humanity against us. 100. Our humanity is a great thing. I don't want us to lose it. I just want us to be smart with it and use that humanity on us. Forgive other black people quicker than you're willing to forgive a white person. How about that? Have humanity on our liberation. Think about all the black men and women that Kamala Harris and Joe Biden are responsible for locking up. They locked up the black men, but the black women had to deal with it and raise them children on her own. Have humanity towards those people, not towards the politicians who did it. Niggas want to give humanity to Kamala Harris. For what? The bitch literally said, I'm not going to do anything for black people. So let's save that humanity for black people. When you hear me going hard at Kamala Harris and Joe Biden, that's out of my humanity for black people. Because I see what they did to us. Trump talked a lot of shit, but I see what Kamala Harris and Joe Biden did. And I ain't going to forgive that. Oh, Trump is sending the country down the hell. Well, fuck it. They elected the motherfucker. That's their problem. We've always been the people in the middle of white on white problems. That's them. And when I say white, I mean white, the people who believe in the white supremacist system. Because it's a lot of white people who don't believe in the system. So the system crumbling is good for them too. You're right, Prince Jaron. Kamala Harris said, no. We need to stop that shit, man. We need to stop that. We need to stop considering the thoughts of these people who don't give a fuck about us. They don't care. Something else I want to talk about. But again, shouts out to Ice Cube. Like I said, John, I feel you in the chat room. It's not, I don't like celebrities speaking for us. I generally avoid. The last thing black people need is celebrities speaking for us. But one thing I will say is I do want to highlight the celebrities that are speaking and saying the right thing, because there are a few. There are exceptions to the rule. And Ice Cube is the exception to the rule. The rule is Jay-Z, the person that everybody loves. That Judas GOAT. Ice Cube is the real GOAT. Jay-Z is the Judas GOAT. Professor Black Truth talks about that. They fatten up a goat. That's how the sheep work. They fatten up one, make him feel real good, make him be the prized one, make all the other sheep follow that one. Because he must be better than us because he's getting more rewards and trinkets. So let's keep calling Jay-Z the GOAT. Let's keep putting him in front of the president. Let's keep putting Jay-Z on everything. And now Jay-Z got to the point to where he too goddamn good to do a versus. And we all know he wasn't as hot as DMX in 1999. But Jay-Z too good for all that shit because he's the GOAT now. He's just better than all of us. But what is he doing with that message? LeBron James is the GOAT, best basketball player ever. What are they doing with the message? Vote Hillary, 2016. Yeah, campaign, yeah. Now they campaigning for Biden? Raheem Jackson said Nick Cannon and Kanye, please. Hey, look up that Nick Cannon and Kanye talk. Both of them niggas been pissing me off lately, but they actually had a cool little talk on his show. What's up, B Tony? Thanks, man. I'm Brandon Turner from Craig. Hey, we gonna be live on Craig Facts at 3:30 P Pacific. Farside Studios. Craig on Facebook. Craig Smith on Facebook. That show fun as hell. Thank y'all for listening from Craig Facts, and also those from 5150 that's tuned in. Thank y'all for listening. But yeah, tune in to Craig Facts. We go every Tuesday and Thursday at 3:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. But yeah, Nick Cannon was somebody who, I think what happened with Nick Cannon was raised in Hollywood. He been around all them fake motherfuckers his whole life. He came over to this side of the fence where the real niggas are. He liked it. He loved it. He got a little bit too happy and forgot who pays his checks and pays his bills. Go back and watch my video. I did 2 videos on Nick Cannon a couple months ago when this all happened. Go back and listen to those thoughts. My thoughts haven't changed. Nick Cannon, my only issue was he compared himself to Dick Gregory. Dick Gregory said, fuck your money, I'm black first. Nick Cannon went back to their side of the fence. I'm not mad at him, but you know Dick Gregory, homeboy. But at the same time, I do appreciate him for doing what he tried to do. I do think his heart is genuine. But, you know, he punked out. Kanye says a lot of good things. He says a lot of coonish things. Kanye sounds like a major coon when you hear him soundbite it. And when he's on Twitter. Kanye need to get the fuck off Twitter. But when you actually hear him flush his thoughts out, he goes from coon to, okay, I see where this motherfucker coming from, but nigga, take your medicine and divorce that crazy bitch, but damn, nigga did make a good point. That's why I always say what I say, there are no perfect messengers. Only perfect messages. I end every show with that. I end every show with that for a reason, people. Ain't no goddamn perfect messengers. They don't exist. You will get some good ass game from a motherfucking wino at the liquor store if you listen to him long enough. You're right. Dorset said. He said Dick Gregory would have called that nigga a thug, pimp, hoe, punk. Hey, that's real talk. Dick Gregory would have been like, get out my face, you small hat. Don't tell me who not to talk about. I'm about black people first. Hey, go back and watch the episode of Zoe Williams show with Dick Gregory clowned Bobby Glenn Smith. It's like around a 1 hour mark. He started going in on his mama. That shit was hilarious. When Dick Gregory, because Bobby had got out of pocket, and Dick Gregory went in on Bobby's mama on the Zoe Williams show. It was like back in 2014. Go back and watch that episode. Dick Gregory was a real one. Shout out to Dick Gregory. Salute. But thank y'all for joining in on the chat room. But Rakeem said he thinks he's more detrimental than helpful. Look, I look at it as neither detrimental nor helpful. We as a people, at some point, it comes upon us as a people to mature and to grow. Because white society, they're always gonna throw shit at us. The enemy's always gonna be throwing shit at you. But I'm taking this shit back to when I coached basketball. I'm left-handed, but for you right-handers, what happens when you only dribble with your right hand? The defense gonna take that shit and figure it out. You got to get your left hand strong. Then once you get your left hand strong, you got to get your crossover right strong. Then your crossover left. The reason why you build components to your game is because the defense is always trying to take some shit from you. The minute you first get good at layups, then you start knocking in your 10-footers, then your 15-footers, then your 3-pointers. You learn how to shoot on different spots of the game, court. Because when the defense comes to take away your layup, you can pull up from 10 feet. When they come out and put it from 10 feet, you can up and under go in for the. You got to keep evolving your game. It's no different than black people politically. We got to get evolving out because we some smart motherfuckers. We just been letting these dumb motherfuckers dumb us down. We got to learn how to eat the meat and spit the bone. At the end of the day, fuck all these people. Nigga, don't listen to me. Don't trust what I'm saying. And the reason why I say that is because I got enough love and respect for the people who listen to me to where whatever I say, I can verify and back it up. That's how much respect I got for you. So if you do happen to be a critical thinker and you don't trust me and you are diligent and willing to look things up, you're going to find what I said was 100. You got to get like that with everybody. Any information that you consume, you better verify it. But if it vibrates in your spirit, in your soul, in your gut, roll with it. Now I want to get into this motherfucker Trump. This nigga right here. This orange bastard. Trump is somebody, it look like, I don't know what's wrong with him, man. I think Trump got touched by one of his uncles or something by the way he be acting. Trump wants to pull funding from schools that use the 1619 Project curriculum. Hit the like button. Thank you, Deep Impressions. Hit the like button. Like this. Subscribe. Share. Because the internet don't like that real talk. They want me to sit around here shucking and jiving. They want us gossiping about people, not telling the truth as to what's going on. So I'm going to need you guys' help to like, subscribe, and share. Thank you again, Deep Impressions. I appreciate that. Trump wants to pull funding from schools that use the 1619 Project. Trump also announced his plan to ban federal agencies from practicing racial sensitivity training. I'm not going to read the whole article. Like I said before, I like you guys to read stuff for yourself. But this is on Yahoo News for those listening to the podcast who don't have screen access. Trump is saying he's going to end funding that use a 1619 curriculum. Why do I think that's not as bad as it seems? Here's the reason. Brother Jermaine just said it in the chat room. 1619 Project is some BS. Man, I got some riders up in this chat room. I like y'all. I like the people who be up in this chat room talking. Y'all talk some real shit. Y'all see past the BS. 1619 Project is some BS. I'm not going to say all of it's BS because it's a lot of truth in the 1619 Project. It's a lot of great things within the project. But like anything else our enemy funds, the 1619 Project is full of half-truths. And that's how they get us as black people. They don't all the way lie. They just tell half-truths. And the spirit and the soul knows when it hears the truth. But it sometimes can't decipher, but it also feels a little twinge, but you don't know what that twinge means. That twinge means you heard something truthful, but it was some bullshit mixed along within it. Like in the 1619 Project, they talk about how the first Africans came to America in 1619. No, those are the first Africans that came with the British. First Africans came here hundreds of thousands of years ago, and the bones prove it. So let's start off with that. Let's start off with saying, especially the tribes in the eastern coast were all dark. All those Algonquin tribes, all these motherfuckers look like James Brown back in the day. The Gula Geechee, these motherfuckers, these niggas look like Sammy Davis Jr. They look like Nas. These niggas look like LeBron James. As a matter of fact, in Ohio, I'm drawing a blank to the name of the tribe. I'll look it up if you guys inbox me. But there was a tribe, I'm losing the name of it. But the average height was 6'8", and they were in the Ohio region where LeBron James is, Cleveland, Akron area. That was a Native American dark-skinned tribe that was in that same area that was tall like that motherfucker. So the 1619 project comes in, lying to black people saying that we didn't get here till 400 years ago, not telling us that this is the land that we created and built. They don't tell us that that Thomas Jefferson stole the Constitution from the native blacks from Hiawatha in the 1100s. He got the upper Northeast tribes together, got their hatchets, put all their hatchets on the ground and buried them. And that's where the term bury the hatchet came from. And out of that, they created the first, what we now know as the Congress and the Senate. They created a constitution. Yeah, a constitution. You can look it up under the Iroquois Confederacy. That's the French renamed it, but it goes back even before that. But that's the easiest way for you to find it. Ben Franklin was a known visitor to those council meetings, and they created a Congress and a Senate to enforce their Constitution. They don't tell you that, but they tell you black people became slaves in 1619. So the issue with projects like the 1619 project is, although they tell you a lot of things that happened, they kind of give you the false illusion that they're telling you the whole truth. And sometimes a taste of honey, Smokey Robinson said it best, a taste of honey is worse than none at all. Sometimes it's worse to give people information and give them the illusion that they know it all, when the fact is you're only giving them about 0.5% of it. Because at least a person who knows he doesn't know anything has a blank, or she doesn't know anything, they have a blank mind. They have a blank slate to then go and learn what the truth is. But when you think you know the whole truth, and you've been given a whole bunch of half-truths that was 10% truth and 90% lies, is then hard to teach that person, because they have to then go through a process of unlearning before they then relearn. Most of us in this chat room, we know that, because if you like me, I'm talking to y'all. I ain't coming to y'all like no fucking expert. Nigga, I went to school and I believe the shit they told me too. I went to college. I believe those lies. I believed all that shit. I remember at one college class I had, anthropology, we were talking about what was going on around the world around the 1100s. And around like 1100 BC and all this time. My professor, she was an anthropologist, and she went and worked with some African tribe. And I was like, so what was going on in Africa during this time? She was like, we don't know, because Africa had an oral tradition. There was nothing written, so we don't really know what was going on in Africa. And nigga, do y'all know that I was in my early 20s and I believed that shit? I didn't believe it. I just didn't know where else to go. I heard her. I took what she said. I said, no, there got to be more, because all that drawing and shit on them pyramids got to mean something. At the time, I didn't know what it meant. I just knew it meant something. But her giving me that half-truth settled my curiosity for a while. So sometimes it's better not to have a half-truth. Sometimes it's better to know from the beginning. Why am I saying this isn't a bad thing that Trump is doing stuff like this? I'm saying it's not a bad thing because, look, we as a people, we have to get back into the habit of teaching ourselves, training ourselves. We have to, over the last 60 years, we've gotten used to let other people do our work. Brown versus Board of Education was one of the worst things that could have happened to us, integrating the schools. Because we used to have our own teachers. And when we had our own teachers, we had a higher sense of pride, sense of self about ourselves. You go back and look at Black society before the Civil Rights Movement, there was a sense of esteem that we carried. Look at the pictures we had back then. We walked around with our necks up. We had a different sort of pride about us back then because we were teaching us. It wasn't all bad. Over the last 60 years, we've gotten used to them teaching us. And them teaching us ain't been no good. No good. This is what us teaching us looks like. This is what we can get back to when we go back to teaching ourselves. Go back to a Facebook post I did earlier this week. Philip Reed. This brother right here looks like he'll whoop your ass in dominoes and spades. He also looks like he'll beat your ass in a fight too. But this genius brother right here, looking like everybody's uncle and that badass mustache. Is that tree bark or is he smoking a cigar? This is somebody who, if you see a picture of him today, the nightly news will make it seem like he's a criminal. This is somebody who today they will miseducate because of our education system and because he's so smart. They'll say in the third grade, second grade, because he asks a lot of questions, they'll say, oh no, we think your kid has special needs. He's asking too many questions. They probably would have put this brother in special needs today. Why am I bringing Philip Reed up? It's because he designed this. You don't know what that is? The U.S. Capitol building. All slaves weren't manual labor. A lot of slaves were also geniuses. They don't tell you that part. Slaves were just prisoners of war. A lot of these quote-unquote slaves were free Aboriginal Americans who were captured into slavery and sold down south. This man built the U.S. Capitol, designed it, and personalized it for the United States. That's who we are when we teach ourselves. That's who black people are when we teach ourselves. That's who we were before we started allowing them to educate our children. I'm going to give you another example of who we are when we educate our own and we don't allow them to do it. Let me see here. No. That's not it. That's not the website I want. I want to pull up another one. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I'm pulling up another person that I want everyone to know. Hit the like button. Hit the share button. Subscribe. Please share because y'all know how Facebook is. Y'all know how YouTube is. They don't like us talking this real shit. So it's on us to talk the real shit. This is who we are. We are Thomas Jennings. I can't pull up the article. I can't find it. But look up Thomas Jennings. The person who designed the dry cleaner was invented by a black person. That's what happened when we taught ourselves. When we taught ourselves, we had brothers like this. Paul Revere Williams designed all these dope-ass buildings here in LA. Look at some of the shit that he designed. This is back in the 50s and the 60s, for those of you watching on YouTube. When y'all come into LAX, boom, right there. Some of these houses he designed. Look at this. This is who we are when we educate our own. This is who we can get back to when we go back to educating our own. One of the main reasons why I do this show is to throw information out there to remind us who we are because we've forgotten. Because TV make us think that When you watch these fucking TV shows that we all cross dressers and we all we care about is interracial sex and multiculturalism when you watch TV and not our own goods and needs. We got to provide the information our own. That's why I provided this platform. Let me go here to the chat room and ask some of these questions. James Bettis asked a good question in the chat room. Where are all the slave ships today that Black said were to be brought over in? That's a great fucking question, James. And I never get a good answer. Like I have heard that there are some slave ships in the Smithsonian. I have heard that. I have heard that another story I heard was when slavery was ended, the United States was so embarrassed they destroyed the slave ships. I've also heard the slave ships were repurposed into doing other ships. My thing is, if slavery was as big as they said it is, at least 4 or 5 of them hoes got to be on display somewhere. As many Confederate monuments as they like to throw up. You tell me they ain't got a slave ship somewhere? That's a good question. I do believe slavery happened and existed, but I don't believe that transcontinental slave trade happened on the scale that they say it happened. I do believe it happened, but I don't believe it happened on the scale that they said it happened, because we'd have some more ships that we see. Hey, Brother Jermaine, that's a good comment. I wrote a paper about white supremacy in college, and the mulatto social science teacher called the police on me. Damn. That's another reason why I do this, man. Because a lot of black people, we don't be knowing. I have similar experiences. I didn't understand how racist these liberals are in college. When you black, you be thinking liberal, these motherfuckers is cool. But I remember when I was in college, it seemed like every time I wrote a paper on anything black consciousness, I got like a D or C or a fail. And I was a good writer. If I wrote on anything other than pro-blackness, I got A's. When I was on debate team in Santa Monica College and Cal State Northridge, if I talked about anything other than black, I got A's. The minute I talk about my people, all of a sudden I got grammar issues. All of a sudden you can't. Oh, you started the speech wrong and the introduction was this. All of a sudden there's holes in what I did. That's why I'm not the biggest fan of in college. All college do is college teaches you how to think like a white liberal. That's what the fuck college do. And the better you are at thinking like a white liberal, the more successful you're gonna be in college. The more you cut your nuts off, the more successful you're gonna be in that environment. John Hill, you made a good point. White supremacists are wickedly brilliant. Great motherfucking point, John Hill. They are. And as black people, we don't understand how wickedly brilliant they are. Think about it like this, black people. The way we create new forms of music is the way they create new forms of oppression. Let me say that again. The way we create new dope shit, not just music, all that we created, rock and roll, hip hop, R&B, jazz. We made the sneaker industry hot. We made the athletic apparel industry hot. Our music is America's #1 export to the world. The way we make shit dope and hot is the way they make forms of oppression. And how they get us is they always have us looking back at the 60s. Like, look, you're not getting hosed down by water hoses anymore, Negroes. We're not seeking dogs on you, and we're not lynching you anymore. We've made progress. Ain't no goddamn progress. All you did was change how you oppress. What's the difference between lynching and shooting? Either way it go, the motherfucker dead. What's the difference between water hose and tear gas? Either way it go, you fucked up and can't breathe straight. What's the difference between Trump saying, I'm not going to help you. And matter of fact, I'm not going to, matter of fact, I'm going to help the police. Wasn't between that and the Barack Obama saying, you need to calm down. And if I had a son, he'd look like Trayvon Martin, but didn't do nothing. What's the difference? We as black people got to get smart. We got to get into the business of seeing what people is doing, not what they saying. Because people are full of shit. We got to get into the business of what are you doing? Because when you look at it, the Democrats are doing a hell of a lot worse. These motherfuckers here in California this week. California has a Senate passed a law that we're waiting on Newsom to sign a law that makes it lesser crime when pedos have sex with someone 10 years younger than them. Yes. Let me pull this up. Let me pull this shit up. Let's see here. Okay, I'm pulling this up right now. You can look this up on info legislation.ca.gov. I'm going right to the damn legislation. I ain't going to some secondary website. They're basically saying, I want you guys to go ahead and read it again. I'm not going to read it all for you. You got to do that shit yourself. They're basically saying if someone same sex has sex with a minor within 10 years of them, between the ages of basically 11 and 14, and a person is 21 to 24, the judge has discretion over whether or not they make that person register as a sex offender. Black people, we know exactly what the fuck they mean when they say judge's discretion. That means white people won't have to register as sex offenders, but the pedophile black people will. When instead of saying all you motherfuckers got to register as sex offenders, no matter what it is, if it's against the law, you register as a sex offender. They're making it less of a crime for the pedophile. This is California. By the way, Kamala Harris says she supports this legislation, by the way. Who pushed for this? Who woke up one morning and said, hey, I think it's a good idea that, you know what, these pedophiles that go around fucking little boys, I think they have it a little bit too hard. They're stigmatized. This whole making them register as a sex offender, that's kind of tough on the community. Who the fuck thought of this shit? This came out of a Democrat mind. That show you how sick these motherfuckers are. The Democrats, they like pedophile shit. The Democrats were also a major Democratic donor, Ed Buck. Come to find out, more gay black men ended up dead in his apartments. Major Hillary and local California Democratic donor, Jeffrey Epstein, donated a lot of money to the Democrats. So while you're afraid of Trump, and like I said before, I don't like Trump, fuck Trump. I don't give a fuck about him. But while you're running from him, look at what you're running into. I'm gonna put Brother Jermaine's comment up there. I ain't gonna say it because they be flagging videos that say it. Just read the screen. Just read the screen. Crazy how aggressive they go at people who talk Domino's Pizzagate. They'll scrub the internet of that shit so goddamn fast. I find when it's bullshit, they don't need to scrub it. They leave bullshit out there. If it's bullshit, why you gotta scrub it? You're right, James, in the chat room. Kamala supports all these freaks. I'm gonna try to get Judge Joe Brown on to this show. We're gonna talk about this. My bro, shouts out to brother Ronald Hurd. Ronald gave me Judge Brown's number. I'm gonna reach out to Judge Joe Brown so we can talk about some of this shit here live. Because just because that's like running from Trump. Okay, we're running from the fire, but we're running from the fire right into hot grease. I'll take Trump's tweets over approving pedophile shit all day, every day. Trump, you can tweet whatever the fuck you want. If you don't make it legal for them to touch little kids, I'll take that lesser of two evils. I'm not going to vote for it, but I'll take it. Back to what I was saying about why I don't think Trump doing this is a bad thing. Trump is racist. He's doing this out of his racist spite towards black people and also out of the denial of white supremacy. Like we learned from Neely Fuller, from Dr. Welsing, the number one rule of white supremacy is to deny white supremacy. And so he's doing that. But in doing that, he's shooting himself in the foot. One thing that makes the Democrats a tad bit smarter than the Republicans, the Democrats know you got to get the black people something. Because if we just give them something, they'll fill in the rest, and them niggas, we can oppress them as long as we want. The Republicans are evil. They want to take away everything. But in taking away everything, that creates a vacuum that black people tend to fill. And when black people fill vacuums and fill holes, we feel them damn good. It's the reason why they don't like black men coming after their little white gals. Even though I've never touched a white gal, I understand why white boys don't like us coming after they white gals. Because we fill the hole a lot better. That's something that we as black people need to understand about us. Every time they take some shit away, we replace it with some doper shit. So if they don't want to teach 1619 Project, fine. Show them hidden colors. Show them all 5 hidden colors. And make your kids should have seen all 5 hidden colors at least 20 times each. Show them Out of Darkness. I love that documentary. Show them Elementary Genocide. Show them Happy Film. There's a whole cottage industry of black films that black filmmakers have made through black crowdfunding over the last 10 years that been selling out. Show anything Jason Black. Show Race War. Show Jason Black 7 a.m. Show Gentrified. Black Channel Films. Show that shit. Let that replace the 1619 Project. Pull up Dr. John Henry Clark YouTube videos. He funny as hell. Watch them with your kids. It's going to be like listening to the grandfather you never met if you didn't have one. Or if you did have a grandfather, he going to remind you of him. But he give you information and he giving you game. Pull up old Amos Wilson YouTube videos. Dr. Claude Anderson still alive. Pick up his books. We all know they all have books. Teach your kids Dr. Ben, Dr. Ivan Van Sertima. Nigga, they came before Columbus is way more interesting history than anything these white folks teach us about our shit. It's like the black people who teach history, when you learn from him, it's way doper, way better than what these crackers give us. We gotta know that and embrace it. All right? That's who we are as a people, man. We got so much to be proud of. We got so much that we've done well, that we've done great, that we can continue to do when we go back to focusing on it. Like the video, subscribe, share, hit the Cash App. if you feel so inclined. If you don't trip. Still stay around and get this information. I want you guys to go to the website hotepish.com for your t-shirts. Look at this shirt I got right here. Fuller, Clark, Welsing, Van Sertima Ben Yakinen. Black Scholars shirt. Show your pride in the people who taught us who we are. It's cool to wear jerseys, but I'd rather wear the name of the people who put something in my head and not just entertain me for it because they hit a fucking jump shot. Look how good that shirt look on you ladies. Hotepish.com. Go to the merchandise tab. Buy this. And also get your Hotep-ish t-shirt. Y'all see I got mine on. Get your Hotep-ish t-shirt. Hotepish.com. Intelligent Ish Talk. And also get your Hotep-ish hoodie. The wintertime is coming. It's hot now, but it's getting cold quick. Shipping times are very slow because of the COVID. So if you order your hoodie now, you should get it by the time it get cold. I'm saying order it now because, like I said, COVID shipping times are blues right now. So just letting you know. The Cash App, Raheem Jackson, is right here on top. Please donate if you feel so inclined. Cash App, DeJuan Brown. $ DeJuan Brown is right here at the top above my head. The Cash App. Okay, where is it? Right there? That's the Cash App right there. DWAN Brown. $ DeJuan Brown. Thanks for those who have donated in the past. I have had a fair amount of donations. I appreciate you guys because I put this money right back into the show. And I also forwarded to other places that are doing great things. Like for everyone who donated to my Cash App last month, I did forward that. I split it up between Jason Black and Tariq for bailing black protesters out that were doing the riots. Everything that was given to me, I matched it and I passed it along to the people who were donating to black people getting pulled out of prison who were falsely arrested for protesting. And I also donated to Jason Black's billboards that he put up around Atlanta, St. Louis, and New York. Because we as black people, we got to circulate our own information. Thank you, ADLS Truth, for the merch. We gotta support our own. You know what I mean? And we gotta love our own. We started loving ourselves the way we want them to love us. We gonna be all right. And like someone said in the chat room earlier, we gotta love ourselves. Brother Jermaine asked me, how do I feel about the NFAC? How I feel about the NFAC is trust your gut. I'm not going to tell you what to think about them. I'm going to say, okay, this looking at history, how does this country historically confront a genuine threat to its power structure, holding guns? Black Wall Street, they had guns. They fought back. Fought back for 2 days. They just didn't own any gun shops to refill. We've always fought back. How did they treat the Black Panthers when the Black Panthers put out them guns? Did they allow them to walk around untouched? Why is the NFAC and these other groups always in white supremacist groups always in different cities on the same day? Gotta ask yourself that question. Why did the NFAC leader say, okay, he's going to allow the Boogaloo Boys to march with them at that rally? Why? The Boogaloo Boys are a far-right extremist group. Far-right. Why did he allow them to march with them? Why would you allow the dude that shot them people last week? He was a Boogaloo Boy. Boogaloo Boys took responsible for killing cops earlier this year. Why would you march with a white group that took responsibility for killing a cop? Now you compromise every black person with you. Because we know how RICO laws work, but they only use RICO laws on black people. They're not using RICO laws to arrest the parents of that little 17-year-old boy who shot up them people. They didn't use RICO laws on Dylan Roof's family, who drove him down to shoot the people. They only use RICO laws on black people. So if the leader of a black group is joining forces with a white supremacist group, and the white supremacist group literally has bodies on them, that compromises the black group in relationship to the legal system here in the United States. Black people, we got to get away from groups. Groups ain't it. Needy Fuller teaches us the United Independent Compensatory Concept Code. United, you unite around the code. You approach the code individually in a way that's going to be most constructive for you. You're right, Enlightenment. Don't surprise me that California passed. California is a sixth state. And this is something else Neely Fuller said. As California goes, so does the rest of the country. Notice that trend in California. California really does set off trends for the rest of the country. So you guys in the rest of the country always got to look at what's going on in California and also New York. Let me give you an example. 3 strikes. That was first started here by Governor Pete Wilson in California. California was the beta test for Joe Biden's 3-strike law. They saw how many niggas 3 strikes locked up between 90 and 94. And they said, we going to have to use that shit for the rest of the country. It started here. Crack cocaine started in a lab in UCLA, sent up to Oakland and perfected, brought back down to LA and sold on the streets before being sent to the rest of the nation. Gay marriage started here in California in 2008. And then Obama said, it'll be a good thing for the rest of the nation to have it. Mandatory vaccines for children started here in California. Now California is probably going to be the first state to try to pass mandatory vaccines for everybody. The bullshit always starts here in California, then it gets spread to the rest of the nation. I hear you, Jermaine. You said, Jermaine in the chat room says, I'm not saying he does everything right. Look, I don't look to see if everyone does everything right. We have to always, 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 always know that other people aren't going to do everything right. No one's perfect. That should be in quotes every time you look at somebody. They're not going to do everything right. You can guarantee that. It's not, the bar isn't do everything right. The bar is trust your gut. Look at what you see going on and put it next to history. NAFC had a video about a month ago where dude was talking about them getting money, and he over like, shh, don't say that on camera. The camera right there. Shh. NAFC dude was doing security for Trump, and I saw that long before Tariq pointed it out. I remember that shit when it happened back in 2016. I just remember thinking, who's this nigga at a Trump rally? First of all, sitting back there, and why the fuck is he standing up? Why are 2 white people fighting? Then I thought about it. Oh, that nigga must be security. It's the only way a black dude would be doing all that. I thought about that back then. I just didn't know that was an NAFC dude until when Tariq pointed the video out. I was like, oh, that's the same dude. It's too many things lined up. And I know overall Paramount, Brother Jermaine, thank you for commenting in the chat room. Thank you for that question. I just know overall organizations don't work for us. Organizations will always be infiltrated. Organizations will always be undermined. They did it to Garvey. They did it to the Nation of Islam. They did it to the NAACP. Nigga, they did it to Death Row Records. Anytime we come together during anything formal, you can guarantee undermining bullshit will happen. That's why we got to get on code. The code is black empowerment. The first code is self-empowerment. You can't empower black people without empowering yourself. How do you empower yourself? You make sure everything you do throughout the day, every minute of the day, you codify your behavior around things that's going to advance your position in life, advance your position financially, economically, health-wise, all that shit. That's why my big fat black ass went on a cleanse. I had to get the health part under order. And once you get yourself straight, okay, is this decision going to help, going to be a benefit or a detriment to my group? And if it's going to be a detriment to your group, then don't do it publicly. If it's going to be a benefit to your group, do it. And if all of us individuals develop that kind of a mindset within our code of conduct, we'll be fine. Because white supremacy is a code of conduct. Ain't nobody leading that shit. We all see these barbecue Beckys and these Karens and these old ass white men getting knocked out, walking up to brothers. That's because white supremacists enforce white supremacy on their own. The counter to that is black empowerment being enforced on our own. Good point in the chat room. G, we also got to be. Now that was a going. Here's the other point. Here it is. We got to stop telling everyone our business and be more discreet. Also, stop including everyone in our business. Thank you. Ain't got to announce every goddamn thing. NFAC dude always running his goddamn mouth. I don't want nobody leading me who's over here. And did y'all see that video, that picture of him with his vest on? That's a paintball vest. The nigga making us look bad. You're right. Why Trump never mentioned Jay Johnson or the NFAC? Trump don't mention them because they're irrelevant. That's why. Stop talking so goddamn much, black people. The code is in your mind. The code is in your behavior. The code ain't in what you say. It's in what you do. Somebody in the chat room says, what's the worst thing? That's the worst thing to say if you're not absolutely sure. JMJ was not security in the picture. A video explains and documents in the picture understands people's skepticism. Look, there are multiple videos. There are 2 videos taken at the dispute. When homie from the NFAC explained it, he said that he was going to go help like black people or some shit. Then the video showed up it was 2 white people fighting. And here's another instance. Say he wasn't Trump security. Just say he wasn't. Let's play devil's advocate. He was. He said he was running for president. First of all, a presidential frontrunner wouldn't invite someone running for president, the same seat that he's seeking, to be on camera shot. You follow me? You running for an award. You running for school president. And it's at the debate. Would you invite the other person running for school president who wasn't invited to debate and sit him on stage right behind you? Would you do that? You wouldn't invite, if you're running for a job promotion, you wouldn't invite the nigga that's seeking the same promotion to sit in the office with you as you get your shine? That didn't make sense. Let's say Trump, let's make more devil's advocate. Trump invited you. You're there. You're sitting behind him. Question. Do I want some nigga leading me that's going to get out of his seat to go jump in the fight between 2 white people? I can't stand them kind of niggas to begin with. If 2 white people fighting, you let them motherfuckers keep fighting. If you ain't security guard, what the fuck you standing up for? Let security handle it. If you ain't security, hell, I used to be a security guard in Hollywood. Nigga, if it could be a fight between two people standing 3 feet from me, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get on my walkie-talkie and say, "Security, come help me break up this fight," because I ain't doing shit. They don't pay me enough to get my look. I type. Look, see these nails here. You see how clean these nails are? I ain't got no dirt up under these motherfuckers. I type 78 words a minute with no mistake. What the fuck I look like jumping into white people fighting? I don't trust no nigga that jump in white people problems like that. You really ain't my look. Let's say everything you said was true. You were invited. You're there as a guest. You just happen to be there. I'm not gonna follow a nigga that's jumping in non-black problems. Just for a nigga to think that way, I can't trust you. In the chat room, please tell me what power gives up its power willingly. Please tell me how you protect what is yours, i.e. Black Wall Street. Great question. Power doesn't give up anything without a demand. Power don't give up shit. Power is taken. How do we protect it? We take as serious the protection of what we create as serious as we take our creations. If black people took protecting hip hop as serious as they take their top 5 argument, I promise you we wouldn't have no problem protecting whatever the fuck we build. Look what's been happening. Every time a white person, you've been seeing all these white people get knocked out on YouTube and on Instagram. They can't fuck with us in the head of fade. We just don't take the protection serious. We got to teach self-defense and learn self-defense. We got to take karate and self-defense and guns as seriously as we take basketball and football. We got to take it, if we take it as serious as we take football, all them linebackers we create, what are them linebackers who are our front line of defense for whatever we build? You think they can fuck with us? And don't tell me shit about their guns. Vietnamese kept them off. Come down to heart. Come down to willingness. How willing are we to do it is a question. How willing? How willing, how willing, how willing? Can you imagine LeBron James, Draymond Green, Ray Lewis being our warriors? You think they can fuck with that? Can you imagine our kids, black people, we invented the air conditioning, the railroad crossing, car. We was building bridges during slavery. Can you imagine if we dedicated that genius towards cyber defense? Instead of saying, okay, go play football, go play basketball. No. We need some cyber defense. Because these motherfuckers are going to be trying to hack us. They're going to be trying to send. We got to develop. You think our little smart ass black kids wouldn't become the best cyber defenders there are on the planet? We the best at everything we do. Someone in the chat room, that's a good question. Agent Taylor, I hope you still in the chat room didn't quit out and leave on us, because some people get mad when I say things that are offensive. I don't mean to be offensive, but at the same time, I don't give a fuck. But Agent Taylor asked a good question. What purpose is it dragging your brother, man? He ain't doing nothing against us. It's all speculation. If folks don't want to follow him, don't. Still, there's no constructive purpose in dragging him. Look, I'm not dragging him. If I was dragging the NFAC leader, I would have talked about his bowl cut. All right? If I wanted to drag him, I would have said, I can't trust any nigga that walks around with only the top of his hair and a clean bowl cut with no fade. That's what I would have said if I was dragging him. If I was dragging him, Let me show you what dragging him looks like. Dragging him is saying, why is this nigga dressed like the last dragon? Nigga, is that gi bulletproof? Why do you have those 1991 Dougie Doug sunglasses on? Nigga, you inside. You're not outside. Take the glasses off so I can see your face. That's what I'd say if I was dragging him. No disrespect. If I was dragging him, I'd be like, okay, but what's up with your hair though? Why do you have, what's up with this? Why your hair shaped like Madagascar? And why ain't that line even? Nigga, why is your hair receding in the middle of your head and not the front? That's what I would have said if I was dragging him. If I was dragging him, I would have said, why do you look like one of MC Hammer's background dancers? That's what I would have said if I was dragging him. If I was dragging him, I would have said, why is he dressed like the nigga that beat Richie's ass on The Last Dragon? That's what I would have said. I didn't say none of that. I'm not dragging him. I'm keeping the discussion to what he did and what he said. And I'm asking you to be a critical thinker and ask yourself, does it make sense? If it makes sense to you, then continue to do what you do. It doesn't make sense. I don't want black people walking into an ambush. If he's talking about teaming with the Boogaloo Boys, these are the same Boogaloo Boys who shot people they said they were protesting with just this week. That shit's dangerous, homeboy. That shit's dangerous. Pete Clemens in the chat room says, with all due respect to Whiny, you should have hair before you talk about someone else's hair. No, the fuck I don't need to have hair. Look, it gets to a point in life where your hairline leaves you. You gotta acknowledge that and let it go. The funny is in the denial. The funny is in acting as if we don't see this hairline right here exist. That's where it's funny. If he had already cut it off, it wouldn't be no jokes. The jokes is allowing this coral reef to still sit there on top of your scalp while you say you speaking for black people looking like an anime character. I got a problem with that. All right? There are no fucking leaders, black people. Remember that. There are no, let me say this clear. I'm looking to the camera. There are no leaders. Leaders don't exist. Lead yourself. Take information in. If it vibrates with you, use it. The problem is black people will get good information and start judging other people for not being as smart as we are. Oh, I've been knowing this. Man, my daddy taught me that. My uncle told me who Dr. Ivan Van Sertima was in 93. These black people don't know. We just don't know. Well, nigga, if they don't know, teach them. There ain't nothing to brag about knowing some shit that the next man don't know. Each one teach one. I ain't got time for smart, arrogant niggas. Get the information and pass this shit along. Enlightenment in the chat room. NFAC showing up with guns was good for me because of the symbolism. I get that. And Enlightenment, I was with the original. When they first came up with guns, I was with it. It's good for us to see that. But you only need to showcase one time. You only need one showcase. Every city gets one auto show per year. Detroit gets one. LA gets one. Then after the auto show, get to selling. One show. After that, show up when we need you or shut the fuck up. But I also know how this country exists. Look at the history of the NAACP. Do you guys know the original NAACP? A lot of the people that were in it, the preachers and shit, that was in the NAACP in the 1940s and 50s and the 30s, their job was to get the information of the true revolutionaries on the streets, and they passed that information along to the FBI. And a lot of those people that they passed the information along to the FBI to ended up getting killed. That's how this country works with organizations. So when you're doing shit like that, you're literally setting innocent black people up to get killed. That's why I'm bringing them up. I don't believe in all this, we got to all be peaceful in front of everybody all at one time together. No, this ain't no kumbaya world. White folks weren't peaceful when they created this nation. This motherfucker, Thomas Jefferson, had over 100 duels. This motherfucker Aaron Burr killed Alexander Hamilton over a dispute. And guess what? The United States still got built. Disputes will exist. It's on the people to get politically mature enough to play past the disputes and see what the dispute is about and find truth in that dispute and side with the truth, not the person. When we get that smart, we'll be fine. Fuck these leaders. Ain't none of them shit. Somebody, Pete said, not fucking around with Clippers. That's it, Pete. Look, I got a fucked up hairline. I know it. But you can't get me with that because I got it already and I took care of it. I'm not acting like I got some relevant shit. You know when your hair is fucked up, man, let it go. That's when you try to hold on to the past. People talk about your ass. That's really all I want to get into today. This nigga said he is on the Grace Jones side of the game. You right about that, Pete. He got that Strange haircut going on right here. I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling a nigga that jumps in white people fights, has a bowl cut, and now he's going to tell me he's leading me with guns. The United States don't like black people and guns. They go really hard on black people with guns. We got to be smart about this shit, black people. Gonna end up like we don't want to make the same mistakes a lot of our well-wishing brothers and sisters who what the NAACP did, joining organizations out of good intent and ended up getting undermined by the government we pay taxes to because they sent out some controlled opposition. Controlled opposition. Controlled opposition. Look that up. The most sophisticated form of propaganda is controlled opposition. Black Lives Matter. Controlled opposition. They're funded by Think Blue. I did a whole video on Black Lives Matter and their funding source back in April or March. Go look it up. It's on my YouTube channel. Back in April or March, I talked about Black Lives Matter being a front organization. I broke down how they're funded by Think Blue, how that's where the donations go, and Think Blue themselves say that we are collecting house for different Democratic-run organizations. Think Blue. Black Lives Matter has taken in millions and millions and millions of dollars, in the tens of hundreds of millions of dollars since they've become a thing during the Eric Garner murder, during Trayvon Martin. And ask yourself, how much of that money have they spread to black people? How many houses have they built? How many defense funds have they funded? How many black people have they bailed out of prison? How many black people have they put through college? How many black businesses have they funded? Because the way to stop this black depravity and murder by cop is to fund our business class. How much money is Black Lives Matter taking out of the tens of hundreds of millions that they pulled in and given to any black business? Have they put their money behind any black media that's pro-black, not pro-black and LGBTQ and immigrant and? How much? We are black people. We'd be quick to look at where other black people spend their money. But what about these white organizations with a black face? Well, how do they spend their fucking money? Who's buying these plane tickets for the NFAC to have to be joined? Who's organizing it? Who's buying these plane tickets for them to be in all these cities? Where do they come from? If homie was just doing security for Trump in 2016, we literally never heard of this group in 2019. Then all of a sudden, as of 6 months ago, he literally has hundreds of people in different cities ready to lock and load, ready to go. How'd that get organized? Who organized it? Controlled opposition is the most sophisticated form of propaganda, because the people you're propagandizing, they need help, they need an out. But the people you're propagandizing, unfortunately, are still highly religious and believe in the savior complex. Even black people who left the church, we still waiting on Jesus. So since you have a population that's still waiting on Jesus in that sort of a way, let's give them a Jesus. Let's give them Black Lives Matter. Oh shit, these niggas are getting smart. They're calling them Black Lives Matter. These niggas are getting more radical. Okay, so let's give these niggas a bunch of black people with guns that when he does a shooting demonstration on online live, he don't hit the goddamn target. He ain't even got no fucking sights on his guns. They're not even deep. They sloppy with who they gave us. They used the nigga that was doing security for Trump 4 years ago, man. Does that seem organic to you? But if it does, join. I'm not gonna say nothing else. Join. Go ahead. I'm not gonna tell you not to. I'm just gonna throw the warnings out there, and if you're willing to go it, make sure that's the decision you made. Because anytime you make a decision in life, you want to know the pros and the cons. You already have the pros in your head if you want to join. I just gave you some of the cons. I'm not joining, but I'm not joining any organization. I don't believe in organizations. That's why I didn't join no sorry ass frat when I was in college. That's why I didn't join no gangs when I grew up in the Crenshaw district. I'm my own fucking man. And that's how I'm always going to be. But thank y'all for listening. Hotep Ish. HotepIsh.com. Like, share, subscribe. Buy your shirt. Hotep Ish. The website is up here. Y'all see the website? HotepIsh.com. Y'all see the Cash App? Where'd it go? Where'd the Cash App? There we go. Y'all see the Cash App? HotepIsh.com. Y'all see the Cash App? Donate. Get your t-shirts. Like I told you before, get your Black Scholar shirt. Look at that. Fuller, Needy Fuller, taught us what systematic racism is. Dr. John Henry Clark taught us the history of it and how to get out of it. Dr. Welsing taught us the psychology behind racism. Dr. Ivan Van Sertima told us we were here before Columbus. And Dr. Ben told us who we are in the Nile Valley civilization. Get your t-shirt respecting and loving our scholars. Fuller, Welsing, Clark, Ben Sertima, Ben Yakinen. And they all taught us solutions to the issues that we're dealing with. If you want to know how to deal with our problems as Black society, go back and read our Black scholars, study our Black scholars. They tell us the solutions. HotepIsh.com, like, share, subscribe. And remember this, there are no perfect messengers, only perfect messages for those who are willing to pick up game. My name is DeJuan, we out.